That is going to go on the Republican side of things later this week. It's a former Hewlett-Packard CEO, Carly Fiorina. Ms. Fiorina, welcome.
How are you, Chuck? Nice to be with you.
All right. Nice to hear from you. So let me start with, I know you were disappointed by what happened in Iowa. You spent a lot of time on the ground. I've seen you campaign both in Iowa and New Hampshire. I thought you were doing really well on the retail campaign front. What do you think happened in Iowa?
Well, I'm not disappointed by Iowa. Are you kidding? I beat Mike Huckabee, who was polling way above me and who is now withdrawn from the race. I beat Kasich and Christie, who spent a lot more money there than I did, and in at least the case of Christie, had the backing of the governor of the state. I'm tied in delegate counts with Jeb Bush, who spent tens of millions of dollars in that state. And by the way, I'll remind you, I came from 17 out of 16. Less than 4% of voters had ever heard my name. 8 people have now dropped, many governors among them, and I'm continuing to build support and momentum and really looking forward to Tuesday.
Let me ask you about what you want out of New Hampshire. Obviously, you want a spark. Define that spark?
I need to exceed expectations here, and I've exceeded expectations all along. I mean, I know the media likes to play this as it's a 3-person race. All they look at is polls, which is silly. What we have now is an 8-person race, and I'm extremely well positioned in that 8-person race. I have more cash on than Christie and Kasich. I'm polling above Carson. I'm on the ballot already in 32 states. We have a ground game in 12 states. And I have come from further behind than anyone else. So I'm going to continue to exceed expectations here in New Hampshire and beyond.
Now, I know you weren't pleased with the way the upcoming debate is being decided, who gets to participate. Explain.
Well, you know, the rules keep changing. The rules keep changing. The media sets the rules. And originally, the rules were set because media companies said, well, we can't have 17 candidates on the stage. We can't have so many candidates on the stage. Well, now we're down to 8. And the rules keep changing. And it just seems odd to me that someone who is polling above people on that stage, someone who has more cash on hand than people on that stage, someone who has a better ground game than people on that stage, someone who's on more ballots than people on that stage. It seems odd that with 8 candidates left, they certainly can fit 8 podiums on the stage, that I'm the only person being excluded.
Do you think that a candidate who gets a delegate ought to be on that stage? I believe there's going to be candidates. Well, yeah, are there any candidates without delegates that are not going to be on that stage?
Yeah, that seems kind of basic, doesn't it? I thought in the end this is about delegates. It's about votes. So yeah, that seems pretty basic.
I think if you win a delegate, yeah, I think that part of me that should be part of the bar there. I have to say, I think you have a point. What is the explanation that you're getting that getting a delegate in the first contest doesn't qualify you for this one?
Well, you know, we've sent a letter to the RNC, and we'll see if they step in. I hope very much they will, because, you know, it's the RNC's job to make sure that voters hear from their candidates. It's not the media company's job. It's not ABC's job. ABC set these rules. Many things have changed now. I mean, we have fewer candidates. People have dropped very quickly now. And so the RNC will convince ABC that these rules really don't make a whole lot of sense anymore. Maybe you could tweet out, Chuck, you know, you get a delegate, you get to be on the stage.
Well, I have to say, I'll be honest, I think your delegate argument's a pretty good one. Carly Fiorina, I'm going to let you go there. You go. Fair enough. We'll check back in with you later this week. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Chuck.